representing aka Relu. And now, when you think of math, you think of intelligence. And it has a heightened importance because of this. Because we value intelligence. But what kind of things does it really serve in our daily lives, in the communication between people? There are a lot more important things in life than knowing how to derive a formula. Isn't there? Math is theoretical. It's about numbers. It's not about people. And shouldn't people be more important than numbers? Therefore, math is overrated because we continuously associate it with intelligence and therefore lift it to an importance that it does not equal with the use in society. Thank you.
Okay, we think of it as 2 plus 2 and 1 plus 1 and stuff like that, but actually in this modern world, nothing works without math. Like, let's take, for example, Nicholas's phone right here. It looks like a piece of metal and plastic all molded together and stuff, but in fact, it is something that has been created by mathematicians and people who make up phones, and very complex mathematics has been put into the making of it. Now, without mathematics, none of this would be possible. And this is just using the example of technology, when in fact you can apply it to pretty much anything. Logic, for example, mathematics increases a person's ability to logically solve problems. And as well as this, the world wouldn't really work without mathematics. We don't really know very much of the world without mathematics. For example, how wide the sphere.
Just imagine you have a party. I mean, you know, like, you sort of, and there's free booze at your party. And you don't want everybody to die. I mean, you want to calculate average-wise how much everybody's going to buy. I mean, you imagine that one person's going to drink a crate of beer, or that, yeah. And I mean, you got 20 people coming, and if you don't know maths, you're not just going to buy like fucking 40 crates of beer for 20. Hello. You need maths to calculate stuff like that to survive at parties.
And that's only drinking. Like, think about, I mean, we wouldn't know how many people there are in this room right now, and how many chairs we needed without math. Do you know what kind of, like, pandemonium and stuff like that?
If you two are organizing a party and all you can think about is math,
hey,
you know you're happy. So, we started off by talking about cell phones made by mathematicians. I can tell you, if I had my cell phone is quite simple, but I can't work it at all. And if the mathematician had made it into really great brains and all, nobody would know how to work those cell phones. Cell phones and everything else in this world was made by people, and people who understand people, and people who make the products for the consumers. So, actually, no. Anyways, so the products that are made, we may use math, but math is not the main ingredient in our world. We can't raise it up to a point of it being the most important part of our world when it's not. Everything else actually uses it and makes our world. You can't count the booze without the booze, okay?
What? Next word, elaborate.
Yeah. You were just talking about mobile phones and how you don't know how to work it. Well, you took out the mobile phones, we just went along with it. Alright, but on the mobile phones are symbols, which are numbers, and those are basically the language of maths, and they're necessary to connect people and to introduce you to society and the world.
Unfortunately, the language of math doesn't allow anyone to communicate.
Actually, that's wrong.
You can communicate with numbers?
People in Hungary know what a plus sign means, and people in Finland know what a plus sign means. Thus, mathematics is an international language. Everyone... Connecting people. Yes. Okay, people doing logarithms in like Pakistan are doing the same logarithms we're doing here.
Are you suggesting that math unifies people together?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's not overrated.
So what? No, we're not.
Math doesn't necessarily unify people, but everyone in the world does the same math. Believe me.
So what are you saying is the benefit?
Benefit of math.
Yeah, you're not saying it necessarily unifies.
Well, without math, for example, the central computer that controls every other computer in this country would crash.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are you serious? There's only one computer that controls every other computer. No, we don't. Come on, dude.
Let's not take computers, but let's take your clothes, for example, okay?
My clothes are made.
Yeah, okay, your clothes. I mean, this is all math. It's like looking at how tall you are, and the widths and whatnot. Like, we need maths. Imagine, we wouldn't know maths. We just do clothes like this.
We're not saying math isn't important. We're just simply saying...
Question.
Oh, the judge. What?
I make the rules. He's chairman, after all. Anyway, just as to add to this discussion a bit of interest, is math useful alone, on its own?
It's definitely not. I mean, if you only have math, you can't have a cell phone if you only have math. You also have to have science, and you also have to have the people that understand what the consumer wants to buy and what the consumer can understand.